Hello and welcome to Planet Smasher HQ. I just got a parcel and seeing as I am excited to find out what is in it, and I rather suspect it might be something of mine that belongs on this channel, I thought I'd do a classic little unboxing. I've already started opening this and realised that it's actually not got any kind of opening thing, so let's give this a go and see what's inside. I didn't cut any spines. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's nicely packed. Okie dokie. Let's have a look. Ah, look. I see some logos here. Electi Studio, Planet Smasher Games, Metal King. So I think this is going to be... Ah, nice. This is the new Blaster Archives version of Mystic Skies, which is a game that me and Sean Sutter worked on together. This is very exciting. So this is a fully bound, completely standalone playable miniature game that I wrote. It's about wizards riding magic carpets, and they zoom about using Gaslands templates, and there's a tower at the end of each end of the board, rather, and basically the one scenario in this Blaster Archives copy of Mystic Skies, which is likely not the last scenario I'll write for Mystic Skies, is here you've got a tower at each end, and you start with your wizard touching the tower, and in the middle there are these three spawn points where monsters pour out, and basically your job is to blow up the other guy's tower before he can blow up your tower. The monsters will come menace you, and you can summon men-at-arms, minions, and you can summon archers and fighters and engineers, and also these super cool look at these drawings that Sean did, they're totally amazing. Also these super cool elementals, and then you can basically the idea of this is that you're a wizard who is all-powerful, whizzing around the battlefield. Everything else is kind of rubbish, but you are brilliant, and you get to move like up to 6 times, whilst all of the minions and monsters only move once. And you get to cast a spell, which automatically works, but you can't be everywhere, so you've got to sort of decide whether you're going to commit your wizard to fighting the monsters, or battling with the enemy minions, or taking out the tower directly. And there are these different schools of magic which kind of let you decide where you're going to focus as a wizard, and then there's a bunch of cantrips that everyone can do, like speeding themselves up, or empowering a minion, or summoning an elemental. Yeah, and at the back here we've got the movement templates, which are basically the same as the Gaslands movement templates, but with a change to the icons, which is purely thematic. And these lovely quick reference cards for the spells. That's cool, they weren't in the original Blaster version. So this was originally in Blaster Volume 2, and now it's been reprinted, so you can purchase that as a standalone game in a lovely print-on-demand softback edition. That's brilliant, I love that. Love that, that looks really cool. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, this one, that's Brutal Tank Arena. This is a copy of a game by Joey Maguire of World's End Publishing fame, and this is rad. This is a beautiful game of, it's like ramshackle tanks. This is sort of what I was going. This aesthetic is what I was going for with the Tank Commander scenario in Gaslands rulebook, and he's just pushed this beautiful, like, scratch-built tank idea right to 11, and I love this. It's like a standalone game of sort of pootling around with a single tank, checking range, trying to get your turrets in the right direction, and then plomping each other. It's really, really nice, this game. I was involved a bit in the playtesting and rules development, and yeah, it's really cool. And the artwork is amazing. So that's Brutal Tank Arena, and what is this third thing? Okay, this has also got a Planet Smasher logo on. Oh yes, this is the Gaslands Legacy book. So this is a narrative campaign expansion for Gaslands. So you need a copy of Gaslands to play this, and what this is 9.5 scenarios where the rules start changing, like rules changes get introduced throughout the campaign, and the campaign starts with a sort of some narrative, and then you have to make some decisions. You play a game, and then after the game you read this post-game part to find out what happens, what rewards or punishments you get. Special rules start kicking in, and the campaign gets more and more ludicrous. So there are some special rules that become that sort of come into play as the campaign goes on. And and also there are special clues that you can unlock. You have to go to gaslands.com/legacy, type in a special clue, and you get some either an upgrade or a piece of information that's useful later in the campaign. I'm really pleased with this. So the reason it's called Gaslands Legacy is that there are things that happen to your cars and to your movement templates where you have to make decisions that can't then ever be unmade. And here it is split into the two parts that it was published in. So it's published in Blaster in 2 halves. And some more amazing artwork here from Sean. And here, what's the name of this amazing artist? He was so good. Lucas Balowski. And Peter Laycock did the teeny little doodles. In fact, he did the doodles and he put them on the internet, and I asked him if I could buy them off him. And so they feature all the way through this. And of course, also featuring all the way through this is some incredible builds from the Gaslands community. So I did a couple of build competitions, and I love running these build competitions and getting photographs from people, because I would much rather have all of these awesome community builds in the book than just stuff that I've made, because my imagination is limited. Although there is mine. There is a big dinosaur, roboticized and constructed with different weapons and stuff. He's called the Killsaurus. He features heavily in the latter half of the... But anyway, you shouldn't turn to those later pages and give away the story. Cool, so that's the Blaster Archive Gaslands Legacy. This is exciting. 3 new products from Blaster, which is now Alecti Studio. Greg is stewarding this into the future. Really exciting. There's another one of these as well, which I've yet to receive, which is the Blaster Archives for Martian Racing Federation, which is the sort of F-Zero-X super speeder pod racing kind of a game mode for Gaslands, which is almost entirely standalone. But if I get a copy of that, I'll post another video showing you some of that. So there's a flick through 3 lovely things that you can get from Blaster, 2 of which I done made. So pick them up immediately. All right, thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.